Just a few days ago, Singapore universities released their latest graduate employment survey. And like every cable people out there, I went and checked it out. As expected, I saw some really juicy details with some really juicy comments. So in this video, we'll be going through the latest survey, past trends, and I will also share my thoughts on this whole thing. Alright, let's jump right in. Here's how much fresh graduates are earning in 2022. The thing that immediately stands out is how tall that orange bar is. And that of course is none other than Information and Digital Technologies, which has a good $5,625 median salary. Second in place was Engineering, which came in at $4,600. That's like almost 20% lower pay compared to IT students. Third place belongs to Business, which is at $4,100. Unfortunately, graduates from Art, Design and Media still have the lowest pay among them all, coming in at only $3,500. Then I'm sure some parents who saw this be like, le kuala, don't study arts, come out, pay very low. Okay, that's just part of the story. Check this out. Here, we can see that over the past 10 years, arts students' pay have only gone up from $2,500 to $3,000. That ain't much, but it's honest work. And if we add in computer science, boom, you can see a very clear difference here. Computing graduates' pay have almost doubled, while art students' pay have barely changed. However, if I add in more courses like mechanical engineering, business and accountancy, you will see something very interesting. Basically, only computer pay has gone up by a lot, while the rest have been slowly going up steady from PP. Also, we all know that medicine and law graduates have a high starting pay, right? Here, we can see that even though they have a high starting pay, their pay has not gone up much over the past few years, and computing pay has actually caught up to them. Okay, the reason for this is quite simple. If you are an engineering student, you can only work at engineering companies in general. Or if you study medicine, you can only work in the healthcare sector. But for computing students, they are needed everywhere. Schools, banks, and hospitals. Almost every company out there needs to integrate technology into their business, unless you are a farmer planting potatoes lah. But even farmers nowadays are very high-tech one, yeah. And because of that, computing students are in such a high demand, and that's why their pay have been going up very fast. Overall, fresh graduates are now earning a higher median pay of $4,200. Though, a big factor for this increase was due to IT and engineering, which saw a big jump in their pay. Quick pause. Tiger Brokers is now offering a very generous sign-up offer. They are now giving out 1 free GoPro share, 3 days 20% U coupon, a 0.88 HP stock fractional share, and lucky draw to win a stock worth up to 1 free Apple stock. To qualify, all you need to do is deposit $1,000 and make 5 buy trades, and you will get all those rewards. So, if you are interested, you can sign up using my link down below. With that being said, let's get back to the video. Then, I'm sure not too long ago, you have come across this popular Torres video where he visited NUS and he interviewed a few students. The first student was studying business admin and economics, and she replied that she wanted to earn a $10,000 pay. And of course, this went on the news, and everyone be like, "Aiyah, $10,000 ah? Sure or not ah?" There was also a student who's studying philosophy, politics and economics who mentioned that her friends are expecting 9K a month. So, is it actually possible to get this kind of salary as a fresh grad? Yes, but only if you are a top tier student. Check this out. Here's the graduate employment survey done by NUS. If you are studying business admin, your median pay would be $5,100. At the 25th percentile, the pay is much lower at $4,000, and at the 75th percentile, the pay can go up to $7,000. That's just the 75th percentile, yeah? So, it's definitely possible to see fresh grads earning 10K. Though, of course, only the top students will get there. The rest of us, the median salary is good enough, yeah? And that brings us to the next question. How important is it to have a degree? Financially, it is very important. check this out. Degree holders would get a median pay of $4,200. But if you only have a diploma, A-levels or lower, you will get a much lower median pay of about $2,600. As a professor puts it, our society values paper qualifications a lot. Of course, there are people who drop out of college and went on to become the richest people in the world. But they are the minorities, yeah. They drop out, they become billionaires. You drop out, you become admin, technicians, delivery riders, and so on. But don't get me wrong, yeah. All these are still honest jobs, yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Just that if you want a higher pay, getting a degree is still one of the best investments that you can make. For example, the tuition fee that you have to pay to study computing is 33K. But once you graduate, 好死了, you will easily make back that 33K and even more in just the first year alone. Though the amount of school fees that you will pay doesn't correlate to your starting pay. For example, if you study dentistry, the total cost comes up to be $120,800, which is like the price of a toilet in a $1 million HDB. Yeah. Anyway, even after paying that much, dentistry graduates end up earning just the median income of $4,200. And worst of all, their starting pay has also barely changed since 10 years ago. But nevertheless, having a degree is still useful in order to have a higher starting pay. Okay, here are my thoughts on this whole matter. First, while having a degree is important to get a higher starting pay, it's not the only path to success. In a YouGov study done in 2019, it was found that on average, 53% of graduates work in jobs unrelated to their degrees. So, for example, about 68% of IT graduates ended up working in IT jobs, while the rest went elsewhere. I'm a good example of that, yeah? Started as a programmer, 10 years later ended up becoming a YouTuber who taught nonsense all day long. So don't get too fixated about having a degree, because there are a lot of jobs out there that can pay well even without a degree, like property agents, insurance agents, but definitely not a YouTuber, yeah. Second, while having a starting pay serves as a benchmark, we shouldn't be placing our self-worth on it. If we check the survey, the response rate is only like 75%, meaning the numbers are not 100% accurate. Like, there may be graduates who get low pays but didn't want to respond to the survey because they're shy. You never know, right? So, while these graduate employment survey numbers are good to know, it's just a guide, yeah? I've heard of stories where people would reject job offers just because the pay is too low and go on becoming unemployed for half a year. Like, what logic is that? Having a low pay is still better than having no pay, yeah. And also, there are jobs that pay very low at the start, but later on increases super fast. For example, if you are a tax accountant, you might start out with just 55K, but 15 years later, your pay would more than double to 120K. Same for KYC. Start out at 40K, but the pay jumps to 220K later on. Third, study a course based on your interest, not based on the pay, yeah. I'm sure after seeing these numbers, students and parents be like, I want to study computing because it pays the best. As a computing student, I can tell you this, not everyone can become a programmer, yeah. Same as how not everyone can become a doctor. Market trends change all the time. So while computing students are paid well now, who knows, this may very well change in the future. And that is certainly a possibility. With AI tools like ChatGPT helping us write, Copilot helping us program, DALL-E helping us draw, a lot of jobs will be disrupted in the future. So rather than choosing a degree just because it can pay well, go for a degree that you are truly interested in. Because if you are passionate enough, you will eventually find a way and the money will come flowing in. Anyway, that's all for this video. Hopefully you find it useful. Like, share and subscribe as I'll be posting new videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday.